food you have in Nova Scotia? Like, do you have dulce, outcakes? What do
Seafood,
you
lots of seafood.
seafood, lobsters? I know Nova Scotia like donairs a lot, but like,
Yeah.
is it Digby scallops and
Well, yeah. I mean, if you like seafood, there's plenty of it around here. That's for sure. But you know, for me, one of the things that the biggest difference is if you go into any random restaurant in Nova Scotia, you know, you can order pan fried haddock, you know, and if when I was living in Ontario, you could order salmon. That was the
yeah,
fish that was everywhere.
Hmm.
You know, if you were out somewhere and you want to fish, probably was going to be salmon. They might
Right.
have a
yeah.
second thing, but they you know what I mean? It was going to be salmon was the go-to. Nova Scotia, it's pan fried haddock. And I've had it a lot of different ways, and everybody does a good job, but everybody does it a little different. But it's always good fresh fish, and I'd say that'd be like sort of a signature thing that is a go-to around here. Um, as far as you know, this place has uh, like the rest of Canada is dynamic. There's been a lot of waves of people come here since my wave of people came here, and we have a lot of international students here. So you see food opening up to cater to those communities, which everybody else enjoys partaking in. You know, so just like everywhere else, you know, you can get a shawarma here, you can get Indian food here, you can get you know
Do we get
like it,
haggis as much
Right.
than Ottawa? Because Ottawa's kind of hard to find haggis.
you know haggis is an interesting thing. The Highlanders that came here weren't real haggis eaters. They ate a lot of white pudding and black pudding, and they
Yep.
ate a lot of bannock and a lot of like they have there's a lot of Scottish recipes. We have oat cakes here, but they don't taste like oat cakes in Scotland. They're a lot sweeter
Here,
and
yes.
thicker. Where like a Scottish oat cake is more neutral. Here it's pretty nice with a cup of tea. It's not quite a shortbread sweet, but it's halfway there. You know, and so there's a lot of different cuisine that you get from like you mentioned the donair like that. Here you have like a Turkish food that basically became a Nova Scotia cuisine because they invented a different sauce for it, and you know it's that's a popular thing in the Halifax area especially, but you can get it anywhere. When I was growing up in Cape Breton, you know the pizza here was absolutely unique, and I missed it very much when I went away. Um, and it's nice to be able to get Cape Breton pizza. Although some of my favorite places, when I, you know, they people retired, and so, you know, it's not quite as easy to get Cape Breton style pizza that the quality that I was used to as it once was. But there's still some good spots around.